All right,
Over recording?
we're recording.
Okay,
Surprise.
well, all right.
Now, I just brought my brain trust on to help me out with some questions here. YouTube has some new criteria to help producers, content producers, sort of deal with advertising. So we're gonna talk about the stuff they ask us to. Yeah, they ask us to let them know up front by checking these boxes. So, and I'm gonna lose my buddy Justin here pretty quick. So we'll just get into this and just go for it. So, sharing a screen. You guys should be seeing it soon. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is the drug-related question. Drug-related content, illegal, recreational,
Do
or
you think YouTube will copy strike you for using their own thing to talk about it?
That's what the experiment is, to find out. So, and then they ask you, did you talk about drugs, which may or may not have come up in some of our discussions, Justin. Education, statements, humorous references about drugs or drug paraphernalia that do not glorify them, drugs in music videos. So you could see how we could easily cross that line, right? Yeah, kind of surprised me too. So, and the next one is content focusing on the display or effects of drug consumption or the creation or distribution of drugs or drug paraphernalia in comedy, documentary, news, or educational videos. Now, I don't know. I mean, alcohol is a regulated substance or not?
Depends on the state and time of day.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. So, content showing or discussing abuse, buying, making, selling, or finding of drugs or drug paraphernalia in a graphic and detailed way. I don't know. But you guys can see that, especially that first one there, just discussing it.
So education, you can't even be educating people about what it could do?
I don't think that it's necessarily you can't. It's just that some advertisers may not want to advertise on your video. And so they want you to say something. Now, this next one strikes me a little bit close to home. Oh, we lost Ray. Hopefully he gets back in soon. So, firearms.
They're after us. Invasion of the body snatchers.
Yeah, dude, they're already picking us off and you're about to leave. Firearms related content showing or discussion of real or fake guns. But check this first category here. Hunting related content or guns shown in a safe environment like a shooting range. Now, we don't do a lot of that, but I do talk about hunting. I do talk about archery, and I'm like, it says hunting related content or guns.
And we've had our knives out. We've had knives out.
There is that. Use of guns outside a controlled environment, display of homemade 3D printed, previously modified guns, use of airsoft or ball bullet BB guns against others without protective gear.
So you can show them in an uncontrolled environment?
Yeah. So, I don't think we'll be pulling any jackass stunts with BB gun anytime soon.
No, that one's fine. Yeah.
Content that shows gun creation, modification, promotes gun makers.
Hey, but you and Joe just did that cooking knife video.
That's true.
I know. I think it got taken down. I put it up on Banting's 7-day meal plan, and I was getting positive comments, and then I went back to check it to see what people said, and it was gone. So really? I didn't think cooking knives would be controversial, but perhaps it's incompatible with some groups. Oh, you got something from Amazon?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't remember what the hell I ordered. Anyway.
Harmful or dangerous acts.
No, your knife one is still up there. I'm looking at it right now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe the people of the site took it down. Wherever you
Yeah,
posted
no,
it.
just in Banting 7-Day, not on YouTube. I couldn't find it.
Ooh, a gaming channel.
Oh
Got
yeah,
a new
Ah,
gaming
sweet
controller.
gaming
broken
controller.
controller.
All right, that's what I'm
Good
talking
place.
about.
So is a gaming control a harmful or dangerous act? Stunts or acts that are slightly dangerous that perform in a professional controlled environment where no
Will
one
you
is seriously
pull your
injured?
back? Will you throw your back out?
Yeah, will you throw your back out during man time? Or would this include fasting? Is
Fasting,
fasting
yes,
a
of
dangerous
course.
act? I don't know. Content showing but not focusing on physical harm or distress, including acts done in a non-professional, non-controlled environment. Does that mean if we,
What does it mean if we eat raw meat? It's gonna be
yeah, does that include raw meat or doing 1,000 push-ups in a day?
right.
I don't know.
Physical, good point.
Some
Right.
of that CrossFit stuff looks dangerous. I know I've got a big knot on my shin, and I'm not even sure. It might have come from
We're-
box jumps.
We're not even wearing our face masks. We are in the middle of a pandemic.
Oh, there you go. That's right. We're being dangerous right there.
Yeah, what if they find out the viruses, and there's stuff in here about viruses? What if we find out it goes through Zoom somehow? Focus on accidents, pranks, stunts that have health risks like drinking or eating non-edibles or discussing of
There you go.
videos that show this type of content. I don't know, like eating meat, eating raw
Or
meat,
eating non-edibles.
not
Well,
eating at
that's
all,
not-
drinking
Right.
snake juice. I don't know. Hateful content that's likely to offend marginalized individuals or group. A reference to
Hey,
marginalized.
carnivores are marginalized. We're a marginalized group.
That's
We
right.
are.
But
That's
because
right.
we're marginalized, does that mean we could talk about other marginalized groups like, I don't know,
I think that's
breatharians,
how it works. We have
fruitarians?
to do the privilege scale. We'll take that in one of our videos.
The privilege scale?
Yeah, it's a test to see how privileged you are.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do that. Content that may be offensive to marginalized groups, but is used for education, news, or documentary. We're talking about eating meat. Is there any non-meat eating groups I might be thinking of who might be offended by our conversation?
Good point.
Do I have to check that every time? Hate or discrimination towards a protected group based on race, age, or other natural characteristics. I don't even
I'm leaving that one alone, Tom.
Yeah, me too. Sensitive issues. Here we go. Probably one of the more relevant ones. Recent events dealing with war, death, or tragedy. Discussion of modern acts of terror, events resulting in catastrophic loss of human life, or controversial social issues.
Does that include COVID?
Yeah, check out the next one. Analysis or opinion around serious or topical events not described above, such as COVID-19.
Okay, well, there it goes. All right.
We had a conspiracy show. We talk about COVID-19.
No,
And
we talk about the Modelo virus.
Modelo virus.
Modelo
virus. Very good. Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't catch on in Southern California, to be honest with you. Modelo Especial seems to be very popular these days.
I think they mostly had the Tecate virus.
The Tecate virus?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the best Tecate I ever had was in Mexico out of a rusty can. It used to still come in steel cans.
That's amazing.
Not that long ago, and you're at the beach and you walk to this little like hut thing, and there's dude.
I have to go. Sorry for cutting my part short.
All right.
I have other things to do. Later.
This is getting interesting because it's adult content. You don't miss out on that one.
Yeah.
Me and my gym machines.
All right. Adult content, sexual behavior, language, or expression. Category 1, romance or kissing. Discussion of romantic relationships or sexuality without reference to intercourse. Moderate sexual suggestive content that may include limited clothing, sensual dancing, non-graphic sexual education, or a music video containing sexual content without nudity. All right, so this is why our libido discussion got demonetized right here.
I can see that right there.
Right.
Yep.
Next category, blurred or censored nudity, even if it's used for education, news, or in other contexts. Focus on sexual body parts, even if covered, discussion of intimate sexual experience,
Jeez.
implied sexual acts, sex toys without human contact or nudity, or realistic representations of genitalia.
So sex toys, would that include like, your headphone spikes?
I don't know. I don't know. How far can we go?
I know, right?
There's so much gray area here.
Right. No kidding.
So, and the last category in this one is exposed breasts or full nudity, sexual acts, animal mating.
What? Why would they have to add that there?
I don't know if there's some
Animal mating.
I don't know, breeding horses or some cows. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Discussion of fetishes. All right, well that might get us too. Or video thumbnails with sexual content. So I think we may have had a few fetish sort of suggestions, furries and I don't know what else. Stuff like that. We'll just leave it there. Violence, situations showing hurt, damage, or injury, which is pretty broad. Mild violence, injury without showing blood or graphic content, or dramatized violence as part of animation, comedy, drama, or musical videos, violence that occurs as part of an unedited video gameplay. I don't know. I mean, we talk about getting hurt at the gym or something, I guess,
No, that's nothing. No, we're
nothing.
not worried about that. No.
Real injury or violence with blood shown as part of sports, accidents, pranks, fails, or animal videos. Dramatization of violence showing excessive blood and gore as part of animations, comedy, drama, or music videos. Edited video gameplay with some clips that focus on graphic violence. Well, real injury or violence. That might come up. Real injuries definitely come up. I mean, we get hurt, whatever. We get an injury doing this or that, I mean, I would think advertisers would be sensitive to like Joe saying, yeah, I was doing a bunch of push-ups and my muscles are killing me. Or I was in the kitchen and I sliced my finger open when I was cutting up some flank steak. I don't know. And we do talk about people recovering from injuries all the time. Right?
Right.
So the next one is severe real injury, real death, harm to minors, or abuse of animals, discussions of sexual abuse or domestic violence, edited video gameplay that primarily focuses on graphic violence. Well, severe real injury might come up, real death. While we talk about the things that kill people all the time from a disease standpoint. Yeah, but we talk about amputations from diabetes.
Right.
We talk about heart disease. We talk about seizures. We talk about people having strokes. So I don't know. I don't know what they think is going to apply to us. But we have to check all this stuff out. We're back to drug-related content here. You have to go through this list every time you want to post a video.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's not part of it. So on one hand, I think like if you're like, yeah, we use some salty language in there, and you just click that, probably better to be honest. I know, the software analyzes the audio and to generate transcripts, and then some of those transcripts are translated into other languages so other people can watch the video and who aren't native English speakers or whatever. So and I think the algorithm sort through that language in there, right? So that's kind of hard to hide from. And then I'm sure that the video is analyzed for certain types of images, of course. I mean, everything from just copyright protection.
Well, anything with skin. Actually, then how did Bart do it when I took off my shirt?
I don't know. And that's an interesting question, because half the time you put up a video, I'd say at least 10% of my videos have been demonetized, and some of them I had no idea why.
Jeez.
Right? So my interview with Emily, I think my interview with you, the one we did on libido.
Wait, with us? Oh,
yeah.
the libido. Wait, me and you?
Yes.
Interview?
Yeah.
I got demonetized?
Mm-hmm.
What did we say?
I don't know. I'm not sure why. They don't tell you why. They just do it.
Okay.
And it did it almost immediately.
Wow.
So, I don't know. It's not like I found anything that told me exactly why it was demonetized. So, anyways, and of course the one we did on COVID-19, that was demonetized. We did that before we even knew they were restricting that. So, but anyways, I mean, what's your impression of that list there, Ray?
Bullshit. I mean, I think they're
just
setting
got
you
this
up.
one demonetized.
Oh, really? You can't say that either? You can't curse at all?
No, I mean, like, you have to check a box just as if you use like hell or damn.
What?
Yeah, you missed that?
No, I missed that part. Was that the first part? I had to drop off real quick because that my sound wasn't working right.
You weren't in here the whole time. Let's see.
Jeez. Oh, well, then now I know why mine got demonetized. All right, I get it.
Yeah, where was it?
When we were talking, I guess I have too much of
inappropriate language. Light profanity like hell or damn. Censored profanity in a title, thumbnail, or opening of the video. Strong profanity like the F word after the opening, or strong profanity in the music video.
Hold on, after the opening.
Strong profanity in the title, thumbnail, or opening of the video. Strong profanity in the title or thumbnail of the music video. So there you go. So yeah.
Strong profanity just by saying BS.
Well, yeah, started. Right? I don't know if they say BS if you use the initials BS, if that's light profanity.
That's possibly what I'm wondering. Right.
We don't know.
Well, they can do whatever they want at this point, huh? Jeez.
Right. So there we have it. So what's your other impression of all this?
What happens if you just ignore it? Just let them do it.
We don't know. So it's kind of like, I'm wondering if they're like, well, if you self-report, then we know not to put this advertiser on you, because if we put an advertiser on you and then that advertiser complains and this keeps happening, then
right, I understand that.
You're not going to be very popular. You might possibly, not your whole channel might get.
Whole channel might go. Yeah. They might automatically demonetize you all the way. I see.
Yeah.
Well,
it's not really clear.
If we're going to do this, then we're going to have to set some rules. That means we can't really talk any risky stuff either. But really, then again, just going on carnivore, just talking about that could be demonetization realm.
Yep. Yeah, it's tough to say. But it's definitely worth discussing. So,
so what do you want to do?
That's why I want to record it, get the discussion started. Hopefully some people out there will leave some comments and tell us what they think. Maybe some more people have some insight. And, but anyways, I thought it was worth bringing it up. And this is definitely a video we can send to people who are curious about the subject. So, but yeah, we might be a little more careful in the future, but at the same time, we don't want to self-censor to the point where we can't get the message out, right? Right. What's our message, Ray?
That's a good question. What is our message? I mean, other than eating meat.
That's our message.
And yeah, I mean, that's what you say every beginning.
Yeah.
Bunch of these fools eating meat. So
that's right. Well, this episode is two or three fools eat meat all the time, trying to figure out the rules, trying to figure out the rules of the game.
Right.
So, all right. Well, that's what I wanted to cover for this video. I want to thank everybody out there for watching. Leave us your comments and let us know what you think. Maybe you have some more information on this, or maybe you could send this to somebody else who's curious about what's going on with the new rules. I mean, like anything, you know, YouTube's got to change the game up here and there. They gotta, you know, comply with the wishes of their advertisers and stuff like that. So anyways, it's a worthy discussion, and I want to thank everybody for watching, and everybody out there, eat some meat and feel better.